Hey, it's Viviana and welcome back to my darkroom. I'm really happy with how today's work session has gone. Normally, I always introduce myself in my videos beginning the work session and pretty much telling you about what I hope to achieve, what I am, I guess just what I'm hoping for to create. And this time around, I kind of started without you guys. So, join me as I'll give you a sneak peek now. But this is the print I've been working on for the past 6 hours, and I'm really happy with how it turned out. I'm not done yet. I still have some time to go. But I guess before I show you, if this is your first time here, my name is Viviana. I'm a film photographer, and I just absolutely love creating photographs within my darkroom. And just sharing the behind the scenes with you guys it brings me so much joy. And if you've been here before, thank you so much for joining me once again. I really hope you like this next photograph. I shot this many years ago, I think back in December of 2020, and it's been 6 years. So this is what I've been working on. Oops. I think it's a really cool portrait. I love it, and I want to chat with you. I want to go back to the beginning of today's print session, and we'll catch back up because I'm pretty sure today I'm done printing. So I'm going to put away my chemistry. I'm pretty sure my fixer is no more good to use, as well as the developer. And so I'm going to put away my chemistry. Wash these for maybe 5 more minutes in the water bath. And from here, since I'm working with fiber-based paper, I'm going to put this in a hypo-clear with selenium toner. I'm going to do that for about 3 to 5 minutes. And then I have a very, very, very long water wash for these prints for at least another hour. So let's just get started. Thank you so much for taking the time, for being here with me, for just joining me once again in my darkroom, and just being able to share, my time with you, your time with me, and just seeing what we create, seeing what I end up making, because that's what it's all about, just working in your space, in your art studio, which in my case is a dark room. It's just seeing how it goes, how you're feeling, and just keep going, So I'm really happy with what I've worked with on today. And if I'm making no sense, it's because I've been here for a while now, and I'm just so excited. I want to see how this photograph actually looks in its complete form. So let's go back in time for a little bit.
I walked up and learn to dance. If you're willing to leave your past behind, I'll forgive you yours, you forgive me mine. I'll take that first flight home tonight.
So it's been about 3 hours and I think I'm really close to a pretty cool photo. So I thought right now would be the perfect time before I start committing to making many prints of this one photograph, just to catch you guys up and let you guys know what my process has been, what I've been thinking about, and I will not go too into detail because it's just a lot of information and I want to get going. I want to make these prints. So it's going to be a brief explanation and just kind of my process of why I'm making the choices I am, and also like what holds me back and why I'm just gonna go along with the photo, even though it might be imperfect and some of you guys might not really like it, because there's one little piece about it that makes it, you know what, let me just show you. So I'm not turning on any like extra light because I feel like for a while, if you've been following me for a while, there were some photos that on the edges, there were like these brownish blotches, which I couldn't figure out and it took me forever. And I noticed that once I started being more careful with extra wash time in between the prints and just not exposing the photo directly to so much white light when it's still really in the process of washing and it's before the hypo-clear and the selenium toner, it's just, the photo is very sensitive, and I feel like once I eliminated all that extra light, it really did help. So I don't so this is the photo I have right now and I really love it. I shot this years ago and for some reason I never worked on this negative itself, and I love it, yet part of me feels like maybe it just looks too staged, too, I don't know, it just, something just holds me back a bit. And let me just bring you a little closer. So this is the first photograph that I made today so far, and it definitely needed more time, so I added some time, just 3 seconds though. 3 seconds is all I did. I also noticed that there were some little spots here, so I decided to clean the negative once again, but this time around, instead of just using the little air blower, I cleaned it with this and with these little pads. So this does a much better cleaning process with dirty negatives. So it was great. I did clean that and I refocused the negative. I mean, when I was putting the negative back into the enlarger, so it was nice and crisp. Although I must say that the nose is out of focus, but the lips are focused, and then the eyes are somewhat in focus. And I don't know about that. I don't know how I feel with the photograph not being super sharp. But you know, if you've been following me for a while, you know that that's something that doesn't hold me back from sharing a photo that I still love. I think it's beautiful. It's just one of those negatives that I had other favorites throughout the roll of film, you know? So my other photographs, I just cherish so much, but this one has always caught my eye, so I decided today was the day to work on it. Although part of me kind of feels like maybe it feels a little too staged, a little too fake, a little just, I don't know, but when I look at it at times, I just really love it. I do feel like it's sincere, that it's honest and relatable, you know, that we've all been there at some point. I love how it makes you feel like either she just is finishing having her little meltdown, or she's trying so bad to not fall into that meltdown. You know, it's just that little couple of seconds where you hold yourself together and you're like, you know what? It's not time. I can't have a meltdown. It's, you know, no. You gotta keep going. So, you know, it's just like, what stage is it? Is she angry? Is she desperate? Is she frustrated? Is she sad? I feel like the more I look at it, it's different waves of that emotion, and I love it. So let me show you the other print, the second print that I am at right now. I have added 3 seconds, and now you'll notice that it doesn't have those spots anymore, which is fantastic. Oops. Whatever. So I think the 3 seconds were fantastic, really, really helped. Although you might think it might be too dark because yes, I am working with fiber-based paper. So this, once it dries down, it will get a little darker. And I am using selenium toner, so the blacks will be deeper and they will pop out more, and the whites will be really nice and more noticeable. So maybe I should, and I think this is what I'm going to do. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to burn this up here, but I'm also going to dodge her slightly, but not her sleeves. I kind of want more detail within the sleeves. So I might, maybe instead of doing 33 seconds, I'm going to do 35 seconds, but I'm going to dodge her. I'm not going to use a dodgy tool. I think I'll use my hand. Use my hand and do about 6 seconds or 7 seconds of dodging this area. And I'll document it and show you what I'm doing. But yeah, let's see. I'm going to put this back in the water for now. Now that I have a good amount of prints in here, which is 2, just 1 I think is pretty good, but I'm getting really, really close. I'm going to connect my hose so I have the water circulating and actually bringing in clean water and taking out all the dirty water. I'm going to do that now. I didn't do that before because I just hate wasting so much water, especially when it's just my test strips and such like that. So I'm going to do that now, and let's continue. I have my hot chocolate, which is really yummy. I haven't even had a sip yet. I bet it's still really hot. So I'm gonna have my hot chocolate, keep going, and I hope I create something beautiful. I'm really excited. I really love this photo, and yeah, we shall see. This is what I love about portraiture. As I'm in the darkroom looking at this print, throughout every little process, from looking at the negative to seeing it from then larger onto the paper, and then seeing how it changes within the chemistry, and then in the water, and then it's just all these different stages, and it's special. And I love being part of each little step. So, okay, let's continue. I'll play my music and let's get going. Okay, so I really love how the third one came out. I want to tell you really quickly what I did because it was in the moment I decided to do it. And I know I'm going to forget, and I'm not going to take the time to write it down anyway because I might still change it. So I did, like I told you, 36 seconds first of, I believe it was magenta. I don't know. I'll watch the clip before, but it's either magenta or yellow. I do 36 seconds. And I decided to focus more on dodging her eyes instead of pretty much her whole face and like lower body. I decided mainly her eyes because that's where it's mainly dark, and that's one of the most important features in the photograph, I feel like. So I decided to focus more on her eyes to dodge that, and then I moved slowly around her face, and then last minute I decided I'm going to just go for it. I'm going to burn everything around her. I really wanted her sleeves to be more detailed. I wanted the blacks in the background to be more profound, and also I want to mention that it's not going to be a perfect like black throughout, which is something I really focus on and try to achieve, but I don't really mind the left upper corner that there's light. I kind of like it. I feel like it makes the photograph more interesting, so I'm not going to try to achieve a whole like black background. I'm not. But so I decided to run again another 36 seconds because that's what I have, but I stopped it right in half, kind of. So I did, I guess, what's the half of 36? I can't think right now. Like 16 or something like that. So I did some of the burning on the edges for that time, and then I switched to the other filter, which was yellow or yellow depending on which one I started with. So then I finished the burning on the edges with the remaining time, and then I did the rest of the 30 seconds of that filter with only dodging her eyes again and a little bit more of her face, because if you stay in one area you will notice what you were doing. So the whole point of dodging and burning in the darkroom with the enlarger is to be in movement, because if you stay too still, it will communicate in the photo. So I really like the photo, but it's still a little too dark. Like the way it looks right now, I love it, and it's amazing. Like, but like I mentioned, it's gonna dry down and it's gonna get darker. So I need to work a little bit more. And while I was working on this and just doing the dodging and burning, I kept thinking, like, this really feels like cooking. Like when I make a soup, you just go for the vibes, you go for how you're feeling, and you just move it around and you're trying to see what happens. And yeah, so okay, I'm going to continue. And I think for the remaining of the time, I'm not going to stop anymore to chat. I think since I have a lot to do, I'm going to focus. I might still document, take videos and stuff, but I don't think I'm going to take any time to chat with you like I am right now, because I'm ready to keep going. And if I keep stopping, I'm going to miss lunch, so I'm not going to do that. Okay, let's get going.
Free flowing, sailing with the wind, not knowing how this story ends. Kind and brave, I know you'll find a way. Live your truth and good will come to you.
it's the following day and I have dry fiber-based prints. I'm so stoked. I can't believe it took me almost 7 hours to make these photos yesterday. I did take my sweet time. There was just so much to think about, to contemplate, because I had opened a new box of photo paper, and it doesn't matter at what stage you are at opening that box of paper, each sheet is precious. It's so valuable. So everything I do for every print, I just overthink it, which is great, and I don't mind. I do like it. It makes it so concrete. It makes it so serious and special. So yeah, I think a lot of time was just a battle within myself of like, do I continue? Do I not? Do I change the negative? You know, do I give up? But I'm really happy that I kept with it because I do really love the photograph, and I'll share with you a little bit more about it. Why? Because as I kept looking at it yesterday, working throughout the day, it always just said something different to me. And I want to see what it says to you. I hope you like it. And if you've been here throughout the whole video, that was just so cool. I really, really, really love sharing this time with you guys, and just talking to someone about my art is like so cool. And let's look at them. I haven't even taken a peek. I'm worried that I might have over dodged or just didn't dodge enough. Every little second of any type of manipulation that you do speaks volumes, and I hope I just didn't mess up, because I did make many copies. And I am happy to say that once I upload this video, this photograph will be in my shop. I know I haven't even looked at it, but I know there has to be at least 1 or 2 great prints. So I hope I'm not wrong. I hope I don't just jinx it right now, but it will be available in my shop. And if you haven't even checked out my website, please do. I always love sharing what I'm up to there, and all my links to like my social medias there. And I just love sharing my art in any form I can, either through my letters of my snail mail, through these videos on YouTube, or the posts that I upload to Instagram. You know, it's just, I love it. And let's see what we have. And for this part, I'm definitely gonna wear my cotton gloves. I'm gonna run some errands as well. I did my makeup, and I still feel like my hands are pretty oily from like all my skincare stuff. So I'm definitely gonna be wearing my cotton gloves. And I'm also wearing my jewelry. I never wear rings when I'm working in the darkroom, but I love wearing rings when I'm gonna leave the house. I don't know what it is, but when I'm home, and I know this has nothing to do with photography, but just quickly, because I was mentioning it already, that when I'm home, I'm a total slob. I love comfort. I will not wear makeup. My hair, my curls, they'll just be in a high bun, and I look disgraceful. And I definitely don't wear rings or jewelry. It feels so heavy, and I hate it. But when I leave the house, or I'm going to just be out of that comfort zone, I love wearing jewelry. So yeah, I know that has nothing to do with this, but I guess I mentioned it is because I really want to be careful with these prints, especially because I'm wearing jewelry and my hands are a little oily from the skincare. So let's see what we have. From what I can see, it's not too dark. I think it's perfectly dodged. There's one that's slightly darker, but it doesn't look bad. But I think this might still be better. Okay. So nice. Okay, I'm putting my favorites on top and then like least favorite on the bottom. Okay. This is the first one I made, and I know because of the spots from the dirty negative. And it just needs some more contrast. Oh, I think this is the one that I over dodged. Yeah, okay. And Also, I need to look at them better with better lighting. So let's see. I really, really love them. I'm really, yeah, I'm happy. I'm happy with them. And because these are fiber-based prints, they did curl. And because, as you saw, I put them face up. I know there's many other ways of doing this. Most people put them face down, but this is just a habit of mine. And honestly, I don't mind the curl because after storing them or just putting something heavy over them, they'll get flat pretty quickly. It's not a big deal, and I don't mind. So I love how they turned out. I think it's a beautiful portrait of Destiny. It looks wonderful. There is one flaw that I didn't talk about in the video, and years ago, this would have made me not print it, and maybe I noticed this the first time, but there's a scratch, I believe, on the negative because there's like thinnest line. And it didn't matter how much I cleaned this negative, so it must be a scratch on the negative. I know there must be a way to fix it, retouch it, but part of me feels like I might just leave it. And I know that that might be so wrong, but it's a flaw, you know, and I'm okay with it. So yes, that might be horrible of me, but I'll show a photo here. Like I'll try to take a photo of this and just upload it here so you can see the scratch. It's on the bottom on the white sleeve. Now, overall though, I really, really love the photograph. I think it's beautiful. I did mention how I was worried that maybe it would seem staged. By being staged, it feels fake. Although I feel like the emotion is the furthest thing away from feeling fake. The more I looked at it and the more I worked on it, it had this like childlike feeling of, it's just, I don't know if it's the placement of her hands. It seemed so pure and sweet, and I just really, really love it. Even though it's an emotion that is sad and frustrated, depending on how you feel when you look at it, that's how I feel at the moment looking at it. Well, there are some little spots I have to do. There's one above her lip that I need to retouch, and there's another one right by her hand. But all of those are like a soft gray tone. So those are like the easiest to retouch by hand. It's always like when it's really light or really dark that I have a difficult time retouching. But when it's like just a perfect gray, I have an easier time working with. So I'm gonna retouch this, and I might share the behind the scenes of that, but more on my Instagram, not on this video because I don't want to make it too long. So if you want to see how I fixed this, please do check it out. And remember I mentioned the background. Now this photograph, I took this in my backyard when I lived in Carmel in California, and I used just the natural lighting. And I remember it started off overcast and then it got sunny. So the lighting was just in and out, which was really frustrating. And what I did is I placed a black piece of fabric over the fence, which is behind her. So originally it was really dark, but like the lighting is coming, you know, it's peeking in. That's why this corner seems gray. Future Viv, just quickly, that I just remembered that corner I'm talking about, that's actually a door. I was thinking like, wait, why is it the perfect line between light and dark? And I just remember there was a door. So maybe when I shot the photo, I didn't realize I wasn't in the black background perfectly, but there's still like the smallest corner within the black that was the sunlight reflecting like full force on that black sheet. But yeah, I just wanted to mention that quickly. Okay, let's continue. And in other prints that I made from this same roll of film, the negatives, I really tried to burn as much as I could because I wanted that black background. But in this photo, I didn't really care for that. I liked this gray in the corner. I don't know, I feel like it it would have really changed the photograph if I would have burned it completely in the back, making it black completely. I didn't even bother trying. I don't mind it. I like it. So, let's see. I'm so happy. I'm so happy to put this in my shop. Like I said, this scratch on the bottom, I don't know if I'll do something about it. And part of me feels really guilty if I leave it, but part of me is so sick of perfection, and maybe it's just, I'm just so okay there. I think I want to embrace this flaw, especially because nowadays, maybe I'm just sick of AI. Maybe I'm sick of just things not being human anymore, you know? I don't know. That's how I feel now. Maybe in 2 hours I'll be like, I cannot. That's disgraceful. I cannot sell this, you know? I don't know. But let me know what you think. But I love how they look, and I'm thrilled to share this with you guys. If you like the video, do please press like, and if you really, really like the video, please subscribe if you're not subscribed yet. And I will see you next time for a next print session. I am really excited. I love working in my darkroom and just spending hours in here and then spending it with you guys. It's just a awesome feeling. So I think that's all I had to say about this photograph. I love it. I would love to hear what you say, what you think, how this photo makes you feel. And I'll just say goodbye now. Thank you so much. I love spending this time with you guys, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care. Bye.